1-2, fighting right at the wire there.
Yeah, just sort of talk about the races and what your expectations going into here.
Well, I mean, obviously we've set the bar where Looking at Lee was at, and that's where Ellis is kind of throwing that out there. It's the same connections, same type of setup here, and Steve called right when the horses crossed the wire and was very excited, and he knows he's been training really well and breezing. Both of them actually really nice horses, so the connections obviously would be very excited to see the same kind of outcome that Looking at Lee had.
You've had Tobacco Road all summer here.
Yes, ma'am.
What was he showing you in, obviously,
well,
his last race?
He's very competitive and breezing in his works. Obviously we want to look at the air that the horses have, and he liked the distance there. So I've been seeing him gallop out a lot better than his company. He's very competitive, and he's always just got his ears up, and he's very happy and just kept really good weight.
Nothing like a stake sweep, but very different race as this horse and Serengeti Empress. Talk about Tobacco Road and his trip.
Yeah, he had a completely different trip from the filly. He didn't have that as much speed as she did. So he broke really good, but then the speed just kind of ran away from him. And had to kind of keep him busy a little bit the first quarter of a mile. Once he found his stride and around the turn from about the 3/8 to the quarter pole, I could tell I had a lot of horse. It was just trying to time it right and get him to the front at the right time.
Did you feel like you were going to collar his stablemate for one in Maniwa there, or do you think, because you were talking about timing it?
Right, actually at the quarter pole, I thought I had the two in front of me with ease. I hadn't really asked my horse. I kind of checked him a little bit and felt like I had a whole lot of horse, and I didn't think in front of me they had that much. But when I got to his hip, he proved me wrong, and then I got a little worried at the 8th pole, and then by the 16th pole, I was kind of taking control and getting away from him.
This horse is taken so far after 3 races the exact identical path as Looking at Lee. You didn't ride Looking at Lee in this race last year, but you rode him in the Kentucky Derby when he was second. So just since it is the same owners, any comparisons between the two?
At this stage, like you said, I didn't ride him, so I didn't know. But no, this horse here I think has a little more flesh to him. He's a little bit meatier, a little heavier horse than Looking at Lee was when I got on him anyhow. So they're kind of different, and both of them really good.
You won both stakes. You also have, by my count, you're 2 in front on Sean in the riding standings. Today was the first time that you pulled into a tie and then went on past.
That's awesome. When I came back here, I didn't know how well I would do. After Chantel's passing, just if people would just give me back my mounts right away. And it's been a blessing. I've kind of took off right where I had left. And just kind of kept on winning. My business didn't seem to linger at all. And once I seen I had a little chance, I kind of made it a goal to try to do it and be leading rider for Chantel.